Hello friends, in this video tutorial I will show you how to put fragile beautiful fresh tulips inside a Bobo balloon without cutting the stems and without using special floral materials and devices. This technique requires a certain amount of perseverance and patience, so let's get started. To begin with, I remove all the leaves from the stems. It is desirable that the stems be straight, but I have different stems, and since I have a lot of experience, this is not a problem for me. Now I put each stem against each other and visually fix the place where the stems will touch. On each stem, I mark the places of contact with a permanent marker. Having marked the places on each stem, I wrap it tightly with a paper glue tape. Take your time, be very careful, the stems of tulips are very fragile. Wrap tightly with glue tape each stem in a marked place. So, I wrapped each stem with paper glue tape. Now I align the lower part of the stems a little. Neatly trimmed stems are easier to place in the neck of a balloon. I'll cut off the extra long parts of the stems that stick out and clean them of unnecessary roughness again. Now I glue the end of the paper on each stem with a glue gun. My hot gun is heated to an average temperature, so after applying the glue, I press it with my fingers and scroll it several times to distribute the glue both on the paper and on the stem. This way, I isolate the invisible holes between the paper and the stem. Now I glue one stem to another. I use a hot glue gun. I apply a strip of glue to a piece of paper in a large layer and glue the next stem tightly. I apply a large layer of glue and glue the stems very tightly to prevent holes between the stems. This is the way I glue all the stems to each other. Take your time, stick it on slowly. Do not forget to allow time for the glue to harden before gluing a new stem. After I have glued all the stems, I glue all the outer spaces between the stems. I apply a lot of glue and form a shell around the stems. It is to this shell that I will fix the neck of the Bobo balloon. I have prepared the flowers for the packaging, and now I stretch the Bobo balloon. But first, I will fix the lower part of the bouquet with an elastic band so that it would be easier for me to place it in the neck of the Bobo balloon. I don't stretch the balloon beforehand, I immediately start inflating it. Start inflating the Bobo balloon with an air generator, and as soon as you notice that the balloon has deformed, stop inflating and quickly twist the neck of the Bobo balloon so that the air does not escape. Look, one half of the balloon is bigger than the other. Place the Bobo balloon under your arm. The larger side should be at the back and the smaller one in front. Press down on the larger half of the Bobo balloon. The air will begin to move into the smaller half and stretch the walls of the Bobo balloon. If necessary, do this action several times. Look, the balloon has taken the form of a capsule. The seam is not even, but the amount of air in both halves has become the same. This is what we need. Next, I will continue to inflate the Bobo balloon using an air generator. Pay attention to the seam. You will see that the seam will be perfectly smooth and the balloon will be symmetrical. Cut a thin strip from the Bobo balloon along the seam. Try on the hole to the bouquet. If it seems too small to you, enlarge it as I showed in the video. Now cut the nose of the Bobo balloon a little along the seam and bend it. Tulips are very delicate flowers, so I'll wrap the butts with wrapping paper, or you can use baking paper. I do this so as not to damage the petals. Please note that the paper must be located at the top of the neck of the Bobo balloon. This is where I'm going to tie up the balloon. So, the flowers inside the Bobo balloon are arranged as we need. Now I will seal the balloon, the sealer. When sealing, I use level 3. Please note that if you seal the balloon a little unevenly, this is not a problem. The balloon has certain properties. When it is inflated, it becomes perfectly smooth. I prepared a balloon for twisting in advance, size 360. I cut off the tip of the balloon so that the air came out of it, so it will be much easier to fix the Bobo balloon and the air will not interfere. I also turned on the hot glue gun beforehand. Inflating a Bobo balloon with flowers with a hand pump is not very convenient because there is a lot of movement to do and you can accidentally damage the fragile stems. I inserted part of a balloon stick into the compressor. I put a balloon on a stick, hold the spout of the electric pump tightly, the wand and the neck of the Bobo balloon and inflate with air. I inflate Bobo balloon to a size of 18 inches. After inflating, hold the balloon tightly in the place where we fix the stems and twist it with a balloon for twisting. Make to strong knots. After that, I glue the distance between the stems a little more and make a pen using a paper tape. Then you can decorate as you wish. I used a piece of foil golden balloon and tied to ribbons. The bouquet is ready. You can put the flowers in the water. Thank you for watching us.